Have you been dreaming all week about a day on the trails in the coming weekend? Well, that dream day can turn into a nightmare if you don't have one of these on your machine. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install one of these and make sure your day of riding is an enjoyable one. Come join me in the garage. Go ahead. Drop it in here. Okay, so today we're going to be installing this Polaris Sportsman 2,500 pound winch. Being a Polaris product and a Polaris machine, this should just bolt right on, hopefully with no problems. I bought this one online, actually through Amazon, believe it or not. I think it came from Fix My Toys, but you know, you'll get instructions. Nobody gives you instructions anymore, so you're gonna have to scan this QR code and print them yourself. But let's see what we get in the box here. So basically you get the winch assembly ready to go. It is heavy. So you get the winch, you get the mounting bracket specific for this frame, we get the switch that's going to go on the handlebar, and we get Loctited bolts and some zip ties. So everything looks like it's here and that it's legit and ready to go. It's even got the cool Polaris lanyard. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this installed. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and get this front trunk cover off the machine. So we're gonna flip it up, and there should be two Torx right there. Okay, so these are a T25 Torx head. And we're just gonna go ahead and back those off. So next, we're gonna have 4 more Torx that we have to back out as well. So now our frame has been opened up. We're going to use this connector to connect the winch to. I'm pretty sure this had a winch on it at one point and was probably removed by the previous owner to put on their next machine, save them a few bucks. I was aware it was not coming with a winch, so I made sure that was factored into my cost decision when I decided to purchase this machine. But before we go ahead and mount the winch, we're going to go and just check the fluid in the front differential, make sure that it's filled and that it's clean, because once we put the winch in, anytime we want to service this differential, we have to remove the winch. So we might as well go ahead and do that right now. Okay, I got a 5/16 Allen head here. We're just gonna drop it in here. Oh, that was promising that it wasn't on too tight. I like to see that. Okay. So because I got it up on the ramps now, the fluid level is going to be a little cockeyed. So I'm just going to back it down real quick and we'll check the level. All right, let's see how it looks. I'd like to see that a little bit higher, so I'm going to go ahead and top that off with a little bit of fluid. All right, so I can just barely see the level below the threads, but I'm going to go top it off because it should. The spec is like 9 ounces or to the bottom of those threads. I'm going with bottom of those threads. Fortunately, this fluid is clear, but I can see the pick touching the top of the fluid. So it was pretty full. It came out as soon as I started to add it. So better be safe than sorry. I was told this was fully serviced before I bought it, but people will say anything to sell something, but it looks like in this case that was true. So we're going to go ahead and get that back on there, and I believe that's about 15 foot-pounds on that, and then we will get back to the winch. Okay, so now we've got our winch assembly. It's going to go in like this, and if it works like my current machine, we're going to have to put it in through the side, and then we have to connect this connector up there. So Okay, it does not go in through the side like my current machine. Let's try through the front. Yep, drops right in. Okay. So let's make sure all our leads are out of the way. We're going to take this. We'll connect that up right now. There we go. And we just slide the winch in between the existing frame on both sides. So it'll go behind there, and then we'll line up the holes. We're just going to go ahead and do everything finger tight for now until we know we got it good, and then we'll come back and torque everything up. When you're all done, torque the winch mounting bolts to 20 foot-pounds. Okay, so now we're going to come up top side. We're going to remove this cover. Okay, so what we want to be looking for up here is this bus bar right here. I'm going to go through, test it out. It should be live because I see the battery coming up, but I just want to make sure I get this on a live terminal. I'm missing a nut here. And we'll connect everything up. Looks like that could possibly be a ground. So let me test. Okay, so we have 12 volt there, ground there, so it doesn't look like this is like a bus bar. These are just terminals. So we'll undo this nut here, slide my terminal on, and then we will put that nut back on. We'll take the ground to here. I can verify if this is a ground. Hopefully I can find a good ground. Okay, I got continuity from here to this bare metal bolt, so that's my ground. So this does not distribute other than having the nut, the terminal on that post. Okay, so this is a 3/8 deep well. Make sure you disconnect your battery. We're going to go ahead and back this nut off. I'm going to route this up through here. Keep it away from my fan. I'm going to route it behind the frame and behind the fan. And go ahead and put it on that distribution terminal. Okay, so word to wise, when you buy a used machine, kind of go through stuff like this. That was very, very loose, probably from whoever took off the winch before. So you don't want that vibrating loose on the trail and leaving you stranded over something that simple. Now we're going to go do the same thing with our ground. I don't go too tight on this. That stud's very small, very fine thread. We don't want to strip this. Gotta walk that fine line between loose, tight, and I wish I didn't go that far, but if you notice, I'm holding this down near the head, so I'm not putting a lot of torque on that. So that feels good. So now we can go put our switch on. Okay, so this is our switch assembly. It's pretty much a momentary in-out button. This is the rear collar, and then they give you 2 screws. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to find our factory pre-wire connector, which is right here. So this will connect right in. You'll hear it snap, but before we connect it, I'm going to route it through here. So make sure it fits, lines up, everything looks good. And then we're just going to give this a quick click. There we go. So we're in, out. Then our collar will come around the back like so. Make sure you don't have any wires or anything pinched on your collar. This comes out of the side here. Make sure you've got that routed through there before you put this together. Then to get my screws started, I'm just going to face it up. Looks like it's a Torx, but I'm going to hand start these, and then I'll finish them with the screwdriver. Okay, so I got the first one on. This is directional, because of course it is. So just note that when you go to put yours on, it goes on one way only. Yes, I'm using an impact, but I'm taking it really easy. Make sure you got those wires coming out of the side like they're supposed to be, so you don't pinch them. Okay, so I'm going to leave it loose for now. Connect my battery back up and see if the winch goes in and out before I put everything back together. Okay, so unfortunately I did have to tighten this down before I could test it because the switch was just too far in to make contact when I pushed it. So I've manually extended the winch out, and now I'm going to give it a test. All right, it's going in. And when I press out, it's coming out. Okay, so electrically everything's good. I'm just going to double check everything, and then we'll put it all back together. So these are supposed to be connected to some screws up here, but as you can see, they rust out over time and break. So I'll get those on order, and we'll get those on there. Thanks for joining me in the garage today. Click like and subscribe if you want to see more content and be notified about it for Polaris Sportsman how-tos. So there you have it. That's all it takes to add a winch to your Polaris machine.